Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is God's Teaching with Ella. Please, if you're new here, subscribe and just press on the notification button in case I upload new videos so you can get to know about it. In this channel, guys, we teach about the Word of God. We prepare people for the second coming of Jesus, which is our topmost priority as Christians. And we expose the devices of the devil, and so that we can live a fruitful life as Christians. This channel is not only subjected to Christians alone. Unbelievers, in fact, the unbelievers are the number one people welcome here. Come and hear the word of God, so we make heaven at last. So, but in today's teaching, I'm teaching about something quite a little bit deviating a little bit, but it's of great help to us as parents and as Christians, as to everyone. Unbelievers, come and listen. And so, these 10 spiritual dreams, if you see them concerning your child, don't take them lightly. 10 spiritual dreams, like 10 dreams that you shouldn't take lightly when you see it concerning your children. So pay attention, because this video is going to be a quick one. Maybe with time I'll have to talk about them one after the other, but I'll just throw a little bit light I'll throw a little bit light with every one of them, but I'm not going to expand it that much. So the first one, now the Bible said in Isaiah chapter 8 verse 18 that I and the children the Lord has given to me, we are for signs and wonders. Now with that verse is telling you that when God blesses you with a child, it's a blessing. That child is a wonder. That child coming to this earth has come with great destiny, a great star, a great glory to manifest wonder. So anything deviating from that is no longer of God. Which means one thing you should know, that any good thing that God is trying to make, Satan is always trying to come and put asunder, put barriers, just try to spoil anything. Like, this is a gari God has prepared. Satan will always want to come and pour sand in it. This is his whole duty. This is what it does. It's come to steal, to kill, and to destroy. So this verse is telling you that any other negativity is not of God. So don't say it's just the will of God. No. The children, you and the children, are for signs and wonders. You are to manifest the glory of God. Your life and the life of your children is supposed to radiate God's glory. Anything other than the glory of God, anything that is not bringing shame, disgrace, stress, humiliation, mental instability, it's not of God. Don't believe those words. The word of God is telling you now. So don't believe the opposite. Any opposite of it is from the devil. So what is this trying to say? Now there is a spike. I'll call it spike in what they call autism, ADHD, or I get this ADHD and all of that. And I want you as a Christian mother, now listen, if you are scientific, I don't think you understand where I'm going to. I'm talking about the Christians who knows that we are spirit being, and the spirit being controls the physical. So this is not time to argue that it's normal. No, I'm saying it again. I will say it again. Anything that does not radiate the gift of God, that does not radiate glory, is no longer the will of God. Satan has altered such. So it's either left for you to take it like, okay, or you battle and say, no, devil, I won't allow this. No, this is not what God gave to me. This is not the will of God. And you fight. And trust me, you always get victory. So now, the first dream on my list here is eating in the dream. Now, when you see your child eating in the dream, don't take it lightly. That's them ingesting evil plantation into your child. And this evil plantation is going to cause a lot of things. It's going to cause sickness. It's going to cause a lot of limitations in the life of that child. It's practically, they are just trying to plant their seed inside that child. and it's a form of bewitchment. And when something is bewitched, that thing is no longer under the control of you that owns it. It's now under the control of those powers that placed that plantation inside. That is why you see a lot of children are becoming rebellious, disobedient. These things don't just happen. I want we parents to be more spiritual. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't go to therapy for your child. No, 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 that is not what I'm talking about. But once you are doing the physical aspect, know that the spiritual is even more important. The spiritual controls the physical. It's what your child, that is what is altering your child in the spiritual that is now manifesting in the physical realm. You don't expect a child that is eating in the dream to obey you. You don't expect that child is bewitched. Are you not understanding what is going on? When they are feeding your child in the dream, they are bewitching your child. And not apart from that, you can see sometimes it's either they are eating rice, biscuit, sweet, anything at all. That's bewitchment. And such a child is becoming initiated to whatsoever powers that are feeding that child in the dream. Listen to me now. He said that it's marine powers, witchcraft powers, they are initiating your child. And hence, they are not the one controlling the emotions, the thoughts, everything of that child. And not just that, those things can also lead to sickness, can also lead to bad luck. It's bad in every area. It's bad. So certain characters we see in these children, certain things you see, and they begin to weigh you out, begin to cause you stress. It is not of God. Something has gone wrong. The devil has done this. So stop thinking these things are normal. Sometimes God will reveal these things to some parents. They take it lightly. And then the physical manifestation happen and they even forget that they had such a dream. Or maybe they remember, but they don't have that knowledge. That is why I'm bringing this to you now. These things, when you see them concerning your child, don't joke with them. Go into fasting and prayer for that child. Now, the second one, wandering about. When a child is wandering about in the dream, that's the spirit of that's the spirit, a vagabond spirit. They want your child not to be stable. You see some children, they can't stay in one place, up and down. Sometimes you are even ashamed to take them out. These things are not normal. These things are not of God. Don't get it twisted. Don't listen to those lies that it's normal. You want to accept negativity? Then you are not a Christian. The gift God has given to us are for signs and wonders. Now, when God is revealing certain things to you, or maybe God is revealing it to some parents, they forget, or Satan wipe it away from their memory. And before you know, boom, a child that is just doing well, perfect child, all of a sudden, start misbehaving, stop talking, start acting weird. And you come and say, it's normal, it's of God. You relax, you feel it's okay, therapy alone can solve it. No. You don't do that as a Christian parent. We are not scientific. We believe in science, but come on now. The spiritual controls the physical. It's who you are in the physical realm that is going to definitely radiate who you are in the physical realm. We are spirit being. We are only being housed in the body. So what are you saying? If it wasn't important, the dreams we have as humans, they're shaping our life. It's your dream. Sometimes the dream people have is what make them become who they are in the physical realm. So when your child is wandering about, don't take it lightly. Go into prayer and fasting for your child against the vagabond spirit, against the spirit of restlessness. It's not of God now. And then you hear something like, oh, they start diagonizing it in the physical realm. We have wisdom more than that. We should do better. Christian parents, listen to me. Go and pray for your child. I'm not saying you shouldn't go to therapy. But if this is the case of your child, maybe probably you are seeing these things in the spiritual realm and you do nothing and you think physical therapy is going to sort it. You're going to go there for a long time. I'm telling you the truth. You are going to be going there for quite a long time. And you will find out you are not seeing results because the main thing you have left it, the spiritual battle that you are ought to do for your child, you have left it. So Take note of that. Then the third one, calling them without answering. You see, you in the dream, you're calling your child, the child is not answering you. You have to pray for your child. They are trying to block his ears, or powers are trying to block his ears from hearing your advice, hearing the good words, and you find out that such a child in the physical realm, you are talking to them, they're not listening. You tell them this one, they're doing the opposite. You have to pray for your child. That's the spirit of disobedience there, and they're trying to block the ears of your child from listening to you in the physical realm. Now, the fourth one, when their hair is being shaved, you see the hair of your child being shaved in the dream, and you just relax. That's the glory of your child. That's the glory of your child under attack. You have to go on prayer for the glory of your child to be restored. Don't take these things lightly. Then, the fifth one, when you see a strange hand upon the head of your child, you don't joke with this one as well. That's also the glory of your child under attack. Someone is trying to do an exchange on the glory of your child. So that, if you know how cruel the world is, if God gives us the grace to have open eyes and you see certain things, then we will no longer live in ignorance and start to argue blindly. Yeah. So now, when a strange hand is upon the head of your child, you have to pray against power that is trying to oppress your child and don't want the head of your child to be lifted up. You have to pray against the glory exchangers, so that they will exchange his glory and give him a useless glory. And also pray against manipulation. When somebody's head is upon a child's head, they are going to manipulate such a child. You just find out your child is just doing the wrong things. You are telling him, advising him, but their forces manipulating him because a strange hand is upon his head. Now, the sixth one is when you see your child is with a strange man or a strange woman or a strange child. These two, don't take it lightly. Just see a strange person holding your child. They are walking. A strange man, a strange child. Now, you shouldn't take this lightly. It shows that another power has taken over. You are not the one in charge anymore. These things, you see them manifesting the physical. You can start hitting your child. No, you don't have to do that. These battles are spiritual battles. You have to now love that child and pray for the child rather than going physical. When you will do that, you see there's no change because you have left the source of the battle and just, doing another thing. So you have to understand the realm of the spirit and the cruelty of this world. So, and if you see them with strange children, same thing. You see them becoming disobedient, rebellious, they don't want to listen to you anymore because strange powers have taken over that child. They are not the one whispering into his or her ears. That is why you see them with strange man, strange woman in the realm of the spirit or a strange child. They are not the one talking to his ear that he or she is not listening to. The one you are not saying is nothing to them anymore. So, on number 7, if you see them in a classroom structure. Now, I will talk about this classroom structure in another video because God has given me the grace to see certain things about this thing concerning certain children, and we shouldn't take certain things lightly. And most of the time, it's good for you to pray as a parent, God, show me my child. You have to know that some children are in prison in the realm of the spirit, and many parents don't even know this. They're just busy going about with only the physical aspect of it. And then they get so drained out because with all the things they are doing, there's still no improvement. Because, as I said earlier, it's the spiritual that controls the physical. When you see your child in a classroom structure, don't take it lightly. This, though there are different aspects to it, can just be a normal classroom, maybe the school they are, but certain times, apart from that aspect, when you see a child in a classroom structure, it shows with strange people inside the classroom. Maybe he or she is writing an exam or anything. That is that child has been programmed into that child has been programmed into trials and tribulation. That child has been programmed into battles. You just see a lot of things just happening in the physical realm concerning the child, from one battle to another. That child has been programmed into battles, into trials, into temptations, into tribulations. So you have to pray for your child. Parents, pray for your child. Not just giving them physical food. That is not enough. Be a spiritual warrior for your child. Nobody can do it for them but you. Now, in the eighth on my list here is when you see your child inside the river. Now, this means a lot of things, but if you see your child inside the river, it shows your child is in the marine prison, and also there are storms of life is just happening around that child. So you have to pray for your child, a day or two fasting to break your child free from the powers of the marine kingdom, and also pray against troubles and problems around that child. So number 9 on my list, when you see your child being naked, nobody should tell you that is really bad. When you see your child being naked, you have to go into prayer for your child against, they want to take away the glory of that child, the garment of honor of that child, and strip the child naked. And then you see in the physical realm, this child is causing you so much pain, so much shame. And the worst part is most parents just, I know it's not easy, have to deal with, but don't blame the child. The child is just a victim. That is why God is revealing these things to you. So you pray for that child and release that child. The child is just a victim. If you know what these children go through when they are asleep, that is why it's good as a parent, you have to pray. Pray at midnight, because a lot of things go on during their sleep that they cannot even express, that they cannot even talk. A lot of children are being oppressed, they are pressed down, molested in the dream by spirits they can't say. So you have to be a spiritual, stand at the spiritual gate of the destinies of your children, so that powers will not infiltrate their destinies. I do say this, the world we are living in is full of cruelty. Don't be too comfortable that you just feel like, how do I put it? Life is just a fairy tale. It's not really that of a fairy tale, It's full of battles, and we have to fight. Even though you are not ready to fight, the devil is already fighting you, so you have to fight back. So the last one on my list for today, if you see your child in a strange garment. Now, apart from certain garments, maybe a white garment which identifies with purity, a purple garment which identifies, certain good garments. The color of a garment matters a lot. But when you see your child in a strange garment like pink, brown, black, red, no, those kind of garments upon a child, it's not something you should take lightly. When you see your child in a pink garment, that is the garment from the marine kingdom. When you see your child in a dark garment, that's the garment of death. So you shouldn't take it lightly. When you see your child in a brown garment, that's a garment of poverty. Now, physically, these colors, it's okay. I'm just talking about the spiritual aspect of this thing. So when you see certain garment, you have to pray for your child. So with all of this I have said, and most of the times, if you with all of these dreams, when in the physical realm, you see all of the signs of all of this autism and this ADHD, I don't really know again, that parents are complaining about, you find out that most of these dreams are the ones that are radiating the characteristics of all of this things that is not of God. It's not of God. God has not given you a child to stress you. There is no how you're going to come and say it, oh, it's normal. Yeah, and the truth is that most of these children, I will not lie to you, they are the glorious children in your family. That is why Satan decides to target them sometimes from the womb. So be spiritually alert. Don't take everything as if it's normal. No. Especially when God is revealing certain things to you. Be spiritually sensitive for the sake of your child's destiny. So I'll have to end this video here. If you have any question, just drop a comment and I will read them and probably reply. So God bless you. And if you're here listening to me, you're not giving your life to Jesus, what are you waiting for? Time waits for no man. Life is full of uncertainties and you don't want to waste your salvation. Because at the end of the day, all those things we are doing, marriages, this, that, they are secondary. The most important thing is our salvation. So don't trade with it. Don't joke with it. God bless you.